I just want to be in this space and just continue to hold a, a sacred healing for all of you, so you can continue on your journey to connecting with yourself, connecting with your angel baby, and connecting with other people that are important to your life. And that's because when we are in our grieving space, we tend to shut off everything that is around us. I just want to shed a light on the pros and cons of staying in that space for too long. So, without further ado, I want to reintroduce myself again. So, my name is Reyes. I'm a board certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm also an energy healer, and I do spirit baby communication. But for this group alone, that name or term spirit baby is not very well known. So we will use the term that we know in the baby loss community, which is angel baby. So we are here to create that connection with our angel baby. We will help you and guide you create that connection with your angel baby after baby loss. And if you haven't gone to my mini course or my workshop, I recommend that you do. Inside the community, I have posted the introduction to connecting with your angel baby, and then I created a second workshop to kind of like help put it together and explain it further. So, but the reason why I'm doing this live today is so I could speak to you more about the work that I do and how it can help you or how it will benefit you. Many of you probably have a different concept about hypnosis. And as a hypnotherapist, what I do is I simply just create a space for you to enter that hypnotic state. And a hypnotic state is a state where the mind and the body together are very relaxed. Hypnosis is not about control, it's not about mind control or erasing your memories or something that is scary. It's not about like what you see in TV, just like stage hypnosis. Those people voluntarily choose to be on that stage, choose to be the entertainment focal point for that show. And so they agree to, it's a consent. So hypnosis is a two-part process. There is consent. So as your hypnotherapist, my job is to guide you with your trust to enter a very relaxed state to where you can deeply go into a safe trance, and in that trance is where you meet your angel baby, you meet yourself, you meet your guides, your angels, any other experiences that you need to heal. And the beauty about hypnosis is that everything is in your favor. There's nothing that your conscious mind, your subconscious mind too, that will allow outside suggestions that will cause harm to you. So as soon as a suggestion doesn't feel aligned to your values, you quickly wake up. Like you just wake up, because you will understand like, okay, that doesn't feel right, that's not what I want. So you'll instantly know that you will be woken up by yourself. And my job as a hypnotherapist is to provide you suggestions that align with what you really need, align with your dreams and your desires. And that desire is to have that connection with your angel baby, right? So that's one of them. And there are many more that is not related to connecting with your angel baby, but it's overly connected to healing, into the healing process of yourself. So my work goes beyond just connecting and communicating with your baby. And it's a very healing process. It's a very healing journey. So my story, if you don't mind, if I could share my story very briefly, is that I developed a hypnosis practice where I can help mothers connect with their angel baby using hypnosis. And I utilize everything that I have that were gifted to me to also, while you're in that hypnosis space, we enter a healing space for you as well, with you and your angel baby. So your healing is not done by me, it is done by you and your angels. It is done by your belief. It is done by everything that is beneficial to you. Your guides, your prayers. If you have been praying, you have been consistently praying through hypnosis, we're able to, like, help bring those prayers in. And your angel babies help with that as well. Your angels, your guides. When I lost my two unborn babies to miscarriages, and I lost them both at 10 weeks, and I was driven by grief. I turned to being numb. I didn't want to feel. I shut down completely. I avoided feeling the grief. I avoided feeling all emotions altogether. Although one remained, I think the anger. Deep inside, I felt like it was an unconscious emotion. Like I don't know why I was always angry. And I was just reacting to a lot of things. Even though I was numb to feeling, the memories of the loss, somehow the anger was the one that was very dominant. So that anger cost me my marriage. It cost me, friendships. Anything that is relational, anything that involves relationship, career, it really deviated me from everything that I treasured. And so that's my goal for all of you. I would love for you not to enter that kind of result of the grief when the grief is not resolved. I don't want you all to go through what I have gone through. We already lost so much, and then to allow grief to lose more, that's something that I could not fathom. And that's why I'm here today now, to just help you not to experience that, or at least if you are already in that experience, to help you navigate through that, so it's easier for you to process and return back to all that really truly belongs to you, right? Your self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-love, your self-compassion, they all belong to you. And unfortunately, grief has taken hold of them and has overpowered you to not tap into those emotions. And hypnosis is one way to be able to move through those heavy emotions of grief gently, in a very gentle way. And when I say gentle, it's because you are supported not just by me as your practitioner, but you're also supported by a lot of your spiritual guides, your angel baby with you in the healing process. So look at this process as just a way of navigating through the grief. It's one of the many. In my workshop, I'm still editing it, so it should be available. It's taking forever because I'm converting it into audio, so you can listen to it on the go instead of sitting here and watching the video, right? Like, who wants to see my face? Like, except for, here on the live. So I don't know, so I'm testing it out. So So if you'd rather listen to it on the go, and I know we all have a busy schedule, and I chopped it into little bit size so you can just easily go through it quickly and faster. So, but in the workshop a few weeks ago, I spoke about, oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought. Well, where was I? I spoke about, healing the grief. And there was something that, goodness, it got removed out of my tongue. Maybe it's not meant to speak about that right now. I'll come back to it when I remember. Remind me. So, but that's my story. So my story is about how I moved from the numbness because of grief, moving from how the unresolved grief destroyed everything that was dear to me, and how I was able to reclaim it back, right? So I didn't reclaim back the marriage, but I was able to reclaim the marriage with myself, and that's through self love. I don't have children of my own, I don't have living children, but I was able to find acceptance in that sense. I just married myself. I'm okay with being a mother without my living children. I'm okay with being a woman without a husband, because I'm fully content with the love that I have poured myself into, and that's enough for me, and that is very enough. I'm always happy about my relationship with my higher self, with my spiritual guides. I'm so happy and content with the relationship with my angel babies. So that's one thing that I'm very proud of and so happy after moving from that low space of grief and simply acknowledging it and seeing it, from a different perspective, and turning that perspective around and heal. And hypnosis is one of the many methods that have helped me. So now I remember. So let's go back. So I was going to share earlier that the workshop, I have compiled a list of methods that you can use to navigate through grief. And so one of them could be journaling, could be meditation, it could be singing or dancing. There are many ways that you can uh, express your grief and also honor your angel baby through movements, through just being present, through doing things that you love, right? So I explored that in the workshop. So hopefully I should be done this week. It's taking me forever because I was having issues with technology. So, but I think I have it figured out, so it will be ready soon. We spoke about the hypnosis, what it is, and I also spoke a little bit about what it is not. It is not mind control, it is not making you forget, it's also not sleep. One thing about hypnosis is that we do it every day. Like every day, when we are humming, when we are singing, we are entering a state of hypnosis. So, hypnosis, in layman terms, it's simply moving from one state of mind to another state of mind. So it doesn't have to be like, like a low state of emotion to a very high state of emotion, because it can be so unrealistic and unachievable, right? Like, let's say you are here and very sad, and then you want to feel very elated. There's like a big gap. So usually hypnosis is a very gradual change in the state of mind or the state of the feelings. With hypnosis, basically, it's kind of like, we know we do it every day. For example, when we go to sleep, we enter hypnosis in that sleeping process. So imagine yourself watching TV, right? And you're falling asleep, your remote control on your hand, and then you're like ready to, you're still watching your favorite TV show, and it's you're right there at the climax, and you just want to finish it, right? Like you're like 15 minutes out to the ending, but your eyes are so droopy and so heavy, and then you felt the remote control kind of like roll down out of your hand and it fell to the ground. You are aware that that happened, and you are also aware that you are watching the TV and you're sitting down. So at that moment, that's a state of hypnosis right there. It's before you even fell to sleep. That's before you start dreaming. That's before you even, like forgetting everything that what happened, because now you're just really sleeping. So hypnosis is before you go to sleep, and you're in the middle. This is sleep. This is you are awake, you're kind of like partially asleep, like watching TV. And then here in the middle is where you drop the remote, but you're still aware that you are sitting. You kind of like feel like you're awake, like you're half asleep half awake type of thing. That's you're in the middle, and then here's sleep. So with hypnosis, the process of from the awake to almost falling asleep, that's hypnosis. So basically it's just like a gradual step, right? And that's all it is. You do that when you read books, when you feel so drawn in and you just want to um, be pulled into the story. That's hypnosis. You are basically, like when you read a book and then you just felt so sad and you relate to the character, and you are in hypnosis because you are matching the storyline, what's happening in the story. Same when you watch a movie, like has anyone here watched Never Ending Story? So with Never Ending Story, there's that part where Atreyu, that boy, and then he has a horse and got trapped in the mud, and you are so into that story that you feel like you're there. That's also you putting yourself in hypnosis. So basically hypnosis is natural, and you do that every day. We do that every day. And the only problem why we can't stay that long in hypnosis is because we have the conscious mind, we have the ego, we have the logical thinking. So we have everything that is always thinking. Hypnosis only works when there is total and complete relaxation. And so that's the reason why it's hard for people to enter hypnosis. And if you notice, when you read a book, where is your focus? When you watch a movie that you really, really love, where is your focus? Right? Like while you're watching Atreyu and him saving his horse, were you thinking about laundry? Were you thinking about what to cook for dinner? Were you thinking about picking up your dog from the groomer? Those things. It's a very heightened focus attention. So at that moment, you are entering hypnosis on your own, right? While you are very wide awake. So with working with me as your hypnotherapist and your hypnosis guide, I guide you to enter that state of relaxation. And I help you stay focused, because the conscious mind can creep in anytime and pull you out of that beautiful scene that you saw in the movie, right? Then you start thinking about laundry, then you start thinking about your calendar at work, and then you have to step out and do that, right? So with me as your guide, I help you clear all the distractions, basically. Kind of like your personal assistant, right? With the hypnosis practice that I developed, it's called Angel Baby Hypnosis. With Angel Baby Hypnosis, it involves me helping you clear the distractions from you, help you get relaxed, and I help you bring in whatever that you want to bring into your life. And in addition to that, I help you energetically resolve any emotional pain that has been going on in your life. It can be from childhood memory to relationship with your parents to relationship with outside of you that is out of your control to everything that you are not aware of, right? But it's exhibiting, it is present, it is happening in your life, right? Like for my example, I don't know why I was always angry, and it's because underneath the grief, anger was kind of like triggered, so it's always present. So when I was able to release the anger, that's when, you know, life became much more simpler and easier. I could breathe. And who wouldn't want that, right? So that's my offer to all of you with how Angel Baby and hypnosis works in my practice. So, in addition to what Angel Baby hypnosis is, I think we spoke about how you create your own hypnotic process, right? So, what else am I missing here? Let's see. Oh, okay. So, one thing that I didn't add to that is with hypnosis, we also get to tap into your intuition. So, every person, man or woman, have a built in intuition. Even though we are one whole person, our soul has two qualities, the qualities of a masculine energy and a feminine energy. So, the feminine energy is the creativity, intuition, right? And the flow of emotions. The masculine energy is that's like the logic, the thinking mind, right? So that's the composition of our soul. We have those two types of energies. And so that's why regardless whether a person is a man or a woman, we carry the energy of the feminine, which is the intuition. For a woman biologically, it is much more ignited, or it's much more activated because our intuition is connected to our heart and also our womb. Male also has, even though they don't have a biological, reproductive system, they also have an energy center for the womb. Everyone. That's why we have the divine energy that has that intuition, and then the masculine energy, right? So, but women overall, because we have that biological organs for reproduction, and it's it helps us to be more connected with our intuition and really exercise the intuition. However, if the masculine energy is too strong in a biological women's energy, that intuition can be reduced. So with hypnosis, it's not that hypnosis is altering the masculine energy activity. It's more like kind of like relaxing that side down. Like, hey guy, relax for a little bit, let this intuition kind of come forward, right? So hypnosis is helping that part of you, your feminine energy, to come forward more, right? So with intuition, grief can also hover over our intuition. It blocks our intuition, and it blocks our energy centers. It blocks our spiritual connection with ourselves, with our guides, with our angel babies, with our angels, to the higher version of ourselves. So it blocks all spiritual connections, right? And the beauty about hypnosis is that we give you like a glimpse or a taste of your intuition that you have hidden for so long. And when I say for so long. It could be, you know, years growing up. You could have it when we were babies, we are pure. We have that innocence. And intuition comes from innocence. So when we loses our innocence, it could be from trauma, could be from societal expectations, it could be from upbringing, it could be from being institutionalized, listening to other people's opinions, you know, or whatnot. Or not being connected to God, not being connected to our guides, not being connected to our angels. We lose that innocence. And that innocence is what gives us the pure connection to our intuition. That's why babies, small children, they're very intuitive. They just couldn't articulate it because they are lacking the vocabulary. They haven't learned the vocabulary of our human language yet. So they already know. They just couldn't explain it or articulate it, and we as adults, we just kind of like dismiss them and say, okay, that's not real or whatnot, right? Or we don't believe you. And so if you experience some sort of that, like a rejection when you were a child, that can come with you throughout your adult upbringing, and then start rejecting, everything that is coming to you, because you kind of like preconditioned when you were little to reject, preconditioned when you were feeling rejected. So you kind of like inhibit that rejection process too. So now it's part of you and you just don't know why, right? But there's more to it. And hypnosis is one way to discover, what causes this type of behavior, what causes that type of behavior. And we do our best to resolve it. So that's the makeup of angel baby hypnosis. It's not just for communicating with your angel baby, but part of it is also entering your healing plate, your healing space. So that's the foundation of my angel baby program. If you go to my workshop replay, and I will post it here soon, you'll be given a guided meditation in the replay. So I'll bring maybe 2 or 3 meditations in there. Yeah. So before I wrap up this live, if you have any questions about what hypnosis is, what it does, what angel baby hypnosis is, what do you need help with, you can leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. But before we wrap up, there's one last thing I want to let you know. Meditation versus hypnosis. What is the difference? They are basically the same thing. The only difference is hypnosis, a guided hypnosis, there is a certified practitioner that guides you in a very safe place. Because with hypnosis, it's not a one-sided, like when you meditate, you listen to a guided meditation, everything is one-sided, right? Like you just listen, you follow, and then that's it. With hypnosis, the practitioner is ethically and morally trained to provide you with the right resources and give you therapeutic tools that can help you with reprogramming the past experiences that you had, from being sad to finding resources that will help you process that feeling of sadness. It's not about the practitioner removing the sadness from you, because you have to process that on your own. And the practitioner is basically gently guiding you how to do that. And in a very therapeutic and very safe environment. So all meditation and all hypnosis are very kind of like self-directed process. So they say all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. meditation is also a self-hypnosis. So if you're doing hypnosis on your own, that's called self-hypnosis. If it's like a one-sided deal, you can listen to a self-hypnosis recording. Basically, it's a form of meditation. The only difference is there are therapeutic suggestions in there, right? Meditation is a very guided, gentle approach to hypnosis. And with hypnosis, you can also, in guided meditation, you kind of like add your own flavor of what you want to bring into. You give your own suggestions, something like that. And with hypnosis, you are entering a space where you relax yourself enough to where you can create your own suggestions or receive the suggestions that are already in that recording. So, hypnotherapy is a different type of hypnosis. It combines hypnosis and therapy. So, the difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy is the suggestibility. And a trained professional has to facilitate hypnotherapy with suggestions. Okay? And it's because of we have to negotiate with the ego, we have to negotiate with the conscious mind, and we go deeper into the therapeutic practices in hypnotherapy. So a trained professional has to guide you in the hypnotherapy. So with angel baby hypnosis, it is basically a hypnotherapy, and we really go into what is it that you really need to heal and guide you to also making that connection and communication with your angel baby. So it's almost like there's so much more to it. It's kind of like going to a therapy session with your therapist, and at the same time, you're getting the benefit of being able to connect and communicate with your angel baby through hypnosis. But one thing, as a disclaimer and disclosure before I really close this live, is that angel baby hypnosis and any therapy or any hypnotherapy that I offer is not a standalone product that will replace your medical appointments or medical visits with your doctor. It does not replace your therapy sessions with your therapy or your counselors. So I just want to make a note of that. Okay, so angel baby hypnosis is complementary. And complementary meaning they can be used side by side, but not as a replacement. I would use hypnosis for releasing something that maybe has been brought up in your therapy session, and you understand what it is. You tried, because with therapy, they give you assignments, right? Like they give you take home stuff. But sometimes you can't do those homeworks alone. And because you have the conscious mind, you have the ego mind that is telling you you can't do that. The conscious mind is keeping you from doing those things. But with hypnosis, you're able to relax the conscious mind, so relax that they won't interfere with what you're trying to accomplish. So that's my job as your practitioner in this manner, and how hypnosis can complement your therapy sessions in that way. I'm hoping that my live stream is going well. And I just want you to know that I really understand the pain, the deep pain, and the silence, and the numbness surrounding baby loss. And also the longing of reconnecting with our baby. We have all been there, right? And I know how hard that is because I've been in your shoes. And I want to share with all of you like how I was able to go past through all that in a very gentle way, in a very guided way. I did all the healing on my own, physically on my own, but I had help from my guides. I had help from my angel baby. And also I had like one help from my therapist. I only had maybe one transformation session, but we had a lot, like 4 to 5 times, and the sixth one is the actual transformation session, and then after that I was on my way. So sometimes we need that push, from someone to be able to get out, like someone that will help us, give us the rope, and you hold on to the rope, with your dear life, and the other person is pulling you out of the mud, right? And that's kind of like what I'm trying to offer all of you, because you don't have to struggle in the mud anymore. Your angel baby is outside of the mud. Your angel baby is right there on the bridge. But because our angel baby doesn't have a physical form, it doesn't have the strength to pull us out from that. You have to be able to accept help. You have to be able to receive the rope, right? And out of that mud, you'll be reunited with your angel baby. You can start to feel their presence again. You are unable to feel their presence because your attention is in the grief. When we move our attention away from the grief and into love and into our baby that is love, that's when we can make that connection. And allow me to offer you the rope. So thank you everyone for your time and for listening. And yeah, for real, I just want to send love to all of you, and with the help of my angel babies and beloved Christ right there and his mother, Mother Mary, they have helped me so much. They have pulled me through. Mother Mary once said, as a spiritual being, she said that all babies go through her before they come to the mother, because she purifies them first. And that's a beautiful thought. So I want you to include Mother Mary if that is your belief. Even if it's not, we are spiritual beings. And just know in your heart what feels true to you, right? For me, Mother Mary feels true to me. Beloved Christ is true to me. All the angels are true to me. We believe in the existence of a soul. So if you are here, that means that is also your belief, or at least you have that opening to kind of like play with it, right? Play with that idea. So regardless, I'm just happy that you are here and you are open to accepting healing, because it all starts connection with your angel baby, to really feel their presence and their connection. It really starts with healing yourself. And when you heal yourself, your intuition will gradually improve. And it is through intuition that we can really feel their presence. So just remember that. And okay. I just want to say goodbye, and drop your questions in the comments below, or if you have any questions, comments, I'll read them in the comments below. And then yeah, I really don't want to end the live because I really enjoy talking to all of you, and but it has to end somehow. So from my heart to yours, sending love, and then also to our babies, they are also sending their love. So on their behalf, I'm sending them to you. So namaste, everyone. I love you all.